In this video, we are going to try and understand how do we solve the class tests, which includes chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This class test is of 25 marks. Let us see how do we solve this question paper so that we don't do any such mistakes, any such silly mistakes which reduces our marks. So the very first question here is question number 1A, fill in the blanks. This question carries 2 marks. In this question, you have to write down the main statement. You have to write down the main question, that is question number 1A, fill in the blanks. You have to write down the sub question. You have to write the complete statement, write the answer, underline it, and then you get 1 marks for each of the given fill in the blanks. Now there are 2 fill in the blanks given here. There are 2 sub questions of question number 1A. For example, question number 1A1 is an electric current flowing in a wire creates dash around the wire. Answer is magnetism. Write down magnetism, underline it, move ahead to the next question. Let us see question number 1B. Question number 1B is odd one out. This question also carries 2 marks. It consists of 2 sub questions, 1 and 2. Now here also we have to write down the main question number, head question, as well as sub question number, and then answer. Now here you don't have to write down the reason for the odd one. You just have to pick up the odd one and write it down. For example, question number 1B, odd one out. 1 is Volvox euglena fungi. Answer here is fungi. So write down fungi. You don't have to clarify your answer here. Let us move ahead to question number 1C. Question number 1C is true or false. This question also carries 2 marks. It consists of 2 sub questions. Here, as we did above, you have to write down the main question number, main question, write down the sub question number, write down the sub question, and then write down the answer whether the statement is true or false. For example, question number C, true or false. 1 is pressure is equal to force upon area. Answer is true. So write down true. Here also you don't have to clarify your answer. You just have to write down the answer whether it is true or false. Let us move ahead. Question number 1D. Question number 1D is name the following. Here, as we did above, you have to write down the main question. You have to write down the main question number. You have to write down the sub question number. You have to write down the sub question and then write the answer in 1 or 2 words. Here you are not expected to answer in a sentence. You just have to write the answer in 1 or 2 words as follows. 1 is name an organism from kingdom Monera. I repeat, name an organism from kingdom Monera. Answer is Salmonella typhi. So you just have to write down Salmonella typhi. You don't have to write down. You don't have to write down the complete statement. Just write down the answer and move ahead to the next question. Let us solve question number 1E. Question number 1E is match the following. Match the following consists of 2 sub questions. It also carries 1 marks each. That is, this question is of total 2 marks. There are 2 options. You have to match them. You have to write the answer at the bottom as shown. You have to write down the main question. You have to write down the main question number. Let's move ahead to question number 1F. And this is how you solve match the column. Let us move ahead to question number 1F. Question number 1F is answer in 1 sentence. Now, from here onwards, you don't have to write the sub question. You just have to write the sub question number. You just have to write the sub question number. You don't have to write the sub questions here. You have to write F answer in 1 sentence. Write the answer directly for what is the potential difference. Okay, you just have to write the answer, and also remember you just have to write the answer in 1 sentence. Your answer should not be of more than 1 sentence. Okay, because here the question asked should be answered only in 1 sentence. If you write answer in more than 1 sentence, you are not getting the marks. Okay, so just have to answer in 1 sentence as shown on the screen. Now, in the second sub question, electronic configuration of sodium Okay. Here you are not expected to write the statement. Just write down the electronic configuration and that's it. Now let us move ahead to question number 2. Answer in brief. As I told you, from this question onwards, you just have to write the question number, write the head question. Don't write the sub question. Just write the sub question number and solve it. For example, question number 2, answer in brief. The sub question is, a battery is to be formed by joining 3 dry cells with connecting them with wires. Now show this by drawing a diagram. So here you just have to draw the diagram, write the head question, write the sub question number and draw the diagram. And you get 3 marks. Question number 3, give reason, carries 4 marks. Here, as we discussed earlier, you have to write the main question, you have to write the head question number and the question. Write down the sub question. You are not expected here to write the sub question also. Just start writing the answer. For example, an atom is electrically neutral. Now, in these questions, which are brief, you are expected to write the answer in points. It is advised to write the answer in points because it makes easier for you to write it down. It makes your concept clearer. Okay, so you are expected to write the answer in points. So, for example, atom is electrically neutral. So we write down as follows. Point 1, an atom consists of proton, neutron, and electron. Point number 2, proton and neutrons are present inside the nucleus, whereas electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Point 3, protons are positively charged, neutrons are neutral, and electrons are negatively charged. Point 4, the number of protons and electrons are equal in an atom, hence atom is electrically neutral. So this is how you write, give reason. You try your best to write that down in points. Okay, let's move ahead to question number 3. Excuse me, question number 4, which is solve the given numerical. Solve the given numerical carries 3 marks. Okay, here also you're not expected to write the sub question, but you are expected to write the sub question number. Okay, now while solving the numericals, you have to write given. That is, what is given in the question. For example, density of water is given as 10⁻³ kg per meter cube. So you have to write that down. Density of the metal is given 10.8 into 10⁻³ kg meter per cube. Okay, kg per meter cube. You have to write down what is asked in the question, that is to find, that is relative density of metal. You have to write down the formula which you are going to use, that is density of metal divided by density of water. After writing this, you are expected to write the solution as follows. You have to write down the formula very first. So you have to write down relative density of metal is equal to density of metal divided by density of water. You substitute the values. You first write the value for density of metal, then write down the value for density of water. Okay, what do you see? You see here a cancellation. So 10⁻³ 10⁻³ gets cancelled. You get the answer as 10.8. Now, in every numerical, it is compulsory to write down the units. For example, if an answer is in kg, meter, cube, etc. If there is no unit, you have to write down units. For example, here you are finding a ratio, you're finding a relative term. So here the units gets cancelled and hence you write down units here. Also here you have to write down the answer in complete statement at the end of the numerical. For example, answer is the relative density of metal is 10.8 units. So you have to write this down. It is expected that you write this down. Let us move ahead to question number 5. The question number 5 is draw a neat label diagram. Here the question asked is different types of bacteria. Here also you have to write down the main question. You have to write down the head question number. You have to draw 5 different types of bacteria as given in the textbook. using a pencil. You have to write down the names of the bacteria using a pencil. You cannot draw a diagram and label it using a pen. So this question is expected to be done in pencil. And this is how you solve your question. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Madam.